Okay, here's how to edit. I'm going to go ahead and skip down to one that usually needs edits. We'll go back to We Drive You Austin. So I'm going to come over here and type in We Drive You. It'll pull it up. So we're pulling up both the current spreadsheet and the template. We Drive You Austin. Okay, so there's a number of ways you can do this. As far as whatever is efficient for you, as long as you have the same outcome. I like to come to this sheet, the current month, check the months, and as I go, or check the list, as I go, if I see a number that has been added, for instance, I think it's day 2. Yes. Then I just copy it and then paste it on the proper column over here. And then after I've pasted all of the ones from the month, I go back and I add a line and pull them over into the proper order. Then I'm not going back and forth and getting confused. But you could do it one at a time if you prefer. So I'm on day 2. Let's go to day 3. There's another one. Copy that, paste it below. Go back to the current month, day 4. I'm checking both columns, the gas and the diesel. 5, 8, 9, 10. Sometimes the ones they add they're just repeated, so you'll get in your head which one it was. If you see it again, you don't have to copy it again. They might have just had a couple here. Again, it seems kind of tedious to do this, especially if you end up not having any duplicates, but it just helps with efficiency. So here's another one. I think we might have already had that one. Yeah. Don't need to paste it. 20. Only check the locks. You only have to check the little locks. Did we have 04 yet? Let's see. Nope. All right. So now that I've checked all those days, I know that I've gotten everything I needed. I'm going to go ahead and close that one. Now I'm just working with the template. I'm going to go add these in where they belong. So 52005 would go right in here. So I'm going to add a row. You can type it in, you can copy paste. It seems to me easier to just type it in. Just did that one. 31024. Stick that one in. 024 and 52004. Could have added those near the same time. All right, so there's that. Now, the next thing you do is you just want to make sure everything is formatted the same as it was before. So sometimes when you cut or copy paste, the color comes away or whatever. These zeros obviously haven't been filtered through because I added those columns. So what I like to do is highlight the column, drag it to copy it down, do the same over here. Now over here, I can't drag the full column, the full, all the way across because there's a unit there. So I just go these two, and then what I do here is to get rid of that little gap there. I just highlight all those and then grab it. Grab it. If it'll take, there we go. And then just move it all up. That does leave this line open, but an easy way to color it is just to put your cursor there and then click on the dot and move one up for it to copy up like that. Make sure our 0 is filled in. And now all the formatting looks good. Now, the last thing you want to check in here before you edit the month and things, before you go to copying your template, is to make sure that these properly, that the formula hasn't been changed since you went in here and changed stuff. It usually doesn't. If you just add a couple within it, it usually automatically corrects, but always check it. So I'm going to click on this one and make sure that it's 3 through 109. 3 through 109. 3 through 109. And 3 through 109. So we're good there. Now, before we're going to copy this template over, we have to basically duplicate everything that we just edited onto each of these sheets. So what I like to do is go to the first row that's not fixed, this where it says diesel, all the headers. I'm going to highlight that whole row by clicking on that number of the row. And then I'm going to highlight all of these. And you want to highlight past the end a few, because I think we added, what, 3 lines? So I like to just come in and add several, go several below, so that when we paste it onto the next one, it pastes past the original end. So I've highlighted what I'm going to highlight. Now I'm going to copy it. I've been just using Command C. If you have a PC, what is that? Control C? I don't know. But I've just copied it. Now I'm going to go to the next sheet. I'm going to highlight just that top line, paste, and you can see that it pasted everything in. So you're going to do that for every sheet, all the way down to 1, and then you'll be good to copy the template and then edit the template. So I am going to continue here all the way, just clicking that top line. So these are the ones that take the longest when you have to copy over. It's kind of a bummer when you've got just one or two little edits, but over the months you'll see that it decreases. If we get a new customer, sometimes you have to fill a lot at the first few months, but then once you've gotten all of their trucks have been come through, then it stays pretty solid. Almost done. And the last one. Okay, now we're all done. Now we can make a copy to use. We like to delete this, change it to